Honduras. Capital Tegucigalpa. Median age 19.7 years. Access to improved water 87%. 53% live below the poverty line. Population 7 million. Infant mortality 25 deaths per 1,000 live births. Access to improved sanitation 69% of the country, and 80% of the adult population can read. Honduras is the knee of Central America, bordered to the south by Nicaragua and El Salvador, and to the west by Guatemala. In the rural regions, nearly 63% of the population is considered extremely poor, living on less than $1 a day. Families often work as subsistence farmers, growing only what they can use to feed their own families and leaving very little money for other purchases. Water crisis in Honduras. In 1998, Honduras was devastated by Hurricane Mitch, and more recently by recent hurricanes. The tiny country was the hardest hit by Mitch's rampage. Mitch was followed by 3 days of rain that caused landslides and floods, burying towns and killing thousands of people. Many of the rural communities were devastated. The hurricane caused $58 million in damage and left 75% of the country without safe drinking water. Reconstruction efforts are continuing, however until they are complete, in these areas families are forced to rely on contaminated water supplies, and the prevalence of waterborne diseases like cholera is increasing. Mosquitoes that carry malaria and dengue fever are also a problem. Beyond the issues of health, poor access to water supplies causes overall development to stagnate. Many women and children in the rural areas of Honduras spend up to 6 hours each day simply fetching water and carrying it home on their heads.